Right, Woodlands Stud, we are back on our third take, but that's okay. Gentlemen, welcome back. Mark Hughes, hello.
Afternoon, Cobber. How are we?
We'll disclose we are recording this on a Monday. It'll go up Tuesday morning, but a Monday afternoon. And Cam Grant, good to catch up with us. A little bit of work on today, so it's a bit of a later afternoon for us. But thank you very much for joining us in the Tiako Aqua.
No, it's nice and pink. It just doesn't look as good there, but hey, no, good to see the boys again after the sales. So, been a bit on.
There has been a bit on for us all, Hughesy. We're going to call this episode Brute Wine Glory because that's what actually happened over the weekend. But just on the size front for a start, like we mentioned about Sweet Lou dethroning Better Delight as the Australasia's leading sire last year, and it's just continued to roll on. But the old boy, he ain't going nowhere. He hasn't said a bloody thing. Headed up by Larry, but I mean, he's just leaving great winners everywhere as well.
Yeah, look, he certainly is. Might have got a tap on the shoulder by his paddock mate there towards the end of last year. And Better's just carries on, mate. So through the deeds of Larry, through the deeds of a lot of other horses as well. So, he's not going away anytime soon in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the USA.
Yep, and then of course we've got Sweet Lou, and we will highlight a few of those. Cam, we are going to start. We're just going to touch on two race meetings, if you like, for this show, but we'll get back onto a little bit of normality probably in the next week or two, just once sales really start to settle down. But the actual sales front, full stop, the representation of size has just been second to none, really. The boys, the way they've sold, topping sales everywhere, and continuing it on. And I'm sure a lot of the Kiwis are watching. I know they are, because a Better's Delight was purchased for very good money in Sydney only last week. So we definitely know the Kiwis are still keeping an eye on the sales and trying to purchase some of these boys.
No, very much so. Like I said, the sales season's kind of nearly at the end of it, I guess, now. It's just got a couple. Is it one or two to go over your way? So
there's three. There's Bathurst, Adelaide, and then Melbourne. I think Hughesy's rolling his eyes through his head. I think that's all there is.
Yeah, throw in Redcliffe, so four, I guess. So
okay,
those three in the Adelaide and a couple in the regions, then Melbourne, April 10 from memory, isn't it?
Yep, just for the record, Bathurst is on this weekend, so go to nutrientstandardbred.com.au. Better get that last part in there if you want to look. And I'll tell you what, there's plenty of good horses coming out of that sale as well. Some very nice. Was actually where Lochinvar Art started his career. People think he was a ready-to-run horse, but he wasn't. He was actually a purchase there and then went for a ready-to-run. But, no, it's been a huge time, Cam.
Yeah, you're right. Like, been big, busy time, and it's nice that the breeders that have stuck with us, I think, have had better than normal results. So, like, the stallions are performing at a very high level on the track, and yeah, yearling sales wise, we've been topping them kind of everywhere, which is really nice. So it's good to see that. So the breeders that have stuck by us and the stallions we bring out, they've been rewarded really nicely this sales season.
2-year-olds are stepping out, Hughesy, and we might do next week's show on some of the 2-year-old winners, because there's been some nice ones, and I haven't got them geared up to go tonight. But down by the seaside, I think you said he had 2 or 3 of the first couple of winners straight on the boards. Lather Up left a ripper winner the other day at Leeton. Lather Up's had a pretty good couple of weeks, actually. So the boys are really doing the job, and everyone wants early horses, especially the New South Wales buyers. They want early going horses because they get bonuses for 2- and 3-year-old racing, and the boys are delivering.
Yeah, look, New South Wales guarantees a lot of 2-year-old racing early, and obviously Bathurst, and there's been some good little early 2-year-old racing at Menangle. Down by the seaside's a leading 2-year-old sire in Australia already, trucking towards the middle of March. I think he's 80 or 90,000 clear of his nearest rival. So set up by a very good feature winner in Perth, and another 4 or 5 2-year-old winners as well. I think he's had 12 to the track for 6 winners so far. Lather Up 1 for 1. Lou's there in the mix, as you would expect, and Better's an American Ideal. They're all plying their trade early in Australia.
Yeah, Lather Up got another winner last night. First winner for a very well-named horse, too. I just can't think of its name, but it's very clever at in Hobart last night. It had 16 starts, but it finally got the run on the board. What's its name, Hughesy?
That's a very good question. Barry Rattray trains it.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Todd does. Is it Palillo Girl or something?
I'll have to. It's a play. Like it's Flojo, but it's spelled differently. That's right. Yeah, PH. So yeah, very cleverly named horse. But anyway, we got that one out. Right, Cam. As Wyatt's about to start on cue. huge night of racing back in New Zealand. I think every week's huge racing, but this was some 3-year-old the other day. This was it's a prelude to some of the races coming up, I think, over the next few weeks. But pretty exciting race, Yellow Bar 3-year-old Classic, the Group 2 event.
Yeah, no, it's nice to see some of the kind of bigger 3-year-olds or the nice 2-year-olds from the tail end of last year step out as 3-year-olds up on that kind of Auckland circuit now. And Jumal, like I said, he was the horse of the year or 2-year-old of the year last year, and he's just continued that form, which is nice. So first time round kind of Alex Park. You just never know when they're going the opposite way around. But I think they'd have to be pretty impressed with the performance there. So leading into the Northern Derby in kind of 6 weeks' time. But I'd say it's going to be a pretty hotly contested derby for sure, because there's some really nice kind of 3-year-olds out on the track nowadays.
Hughesy, the one thing I like about Jumal, he got beat at his last start, but, he worked so hard on that occasion out of the gate. He worked hard out of the gate here. He just drops a bit and just races. Reedy's really got this horse tuned and ready to rumble for some of these bigger long-distance races, and is, a great tease that this horse may be heading to Australia.
Yeah, look, he was clearly the best 2-year-old in New Zealand last year. Just got shut out in the size stake after a phenomenally big run. Fresh up here, driven like the best horse in the race, and exerted that influence over the race, and won very, very easily by about 3 lengths. So Harness Millions coming up for him next weekend in Auckland, but a good result for us in the Alabar Classic. Seaside first, Better second, Lather up third. So nice little fill up for our boys in this particular key feature heading into next weekend.
And he didn't loaf. If you look at it here, it looks like he just stacked them and ran. He's gone 56-4, 27-2 last quarter, 57-2. Just dominated the race, as you said. 1, 2, 3. Seaside, Better's Delight, Lather Up. Johnny Lincoln, another nice little horse. Keep the radar on him. I know that the Green team have got a fair rap on that horse, so he's one to keep an eye on, and that looked like just a nice little pipe opener for that horse on that occasion.
Yeah, look, he's well on the way to mixing with the best 3-year-olds over there, and little mate Lather Up. He's not called the Silent Assassin for nothing. He just keeps plying his trade, mate. So some very good winners here last week, as we're well aware of, and we'll feature one of them from Saturday night shortly.
Yep, absolutely, and still been a big night. But all that racing cam's about to really hot up in New Zealand. For the enemy Australian viewers, keep a good eye on those horses, and keep an eye on those races, those Friday night races. Every now and then they throw me a curveball and have a Thursday night meeting because of public holidays. I think it is in the way things work, and you miss a meeting. But you can always look at the results. Just go to HRNZ and keep on to them, or stay tuned to us. I'll be doing some stuff for Brecken Farms as well going forward. So we'll try and get as much New Zealand content out there as we can. That's for sure. Isn't that right, Kemi?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, this kind of nice. It was nice to have a bit of a breather through the. Well, not really a breather as such for us, but horse racing wise, and then you kind of finish the sales season and straight back into the kind of high class juvenile and kind of 3-year-old races, and even open class ones. So, lots to look forward to in the next kind of couple of months.
Hughesy, we're going to highlight Menangle. That was the other meeting we wanted to highlight. This horse, I don't think we'll play the video of this horse, but geez, Baylor McDonough's done an awesome job with Double Loop.
Yeah, look, absolute classy animal, mate. On the lure again there Saturday night, driven like the best horse in the race. And a 4-year-old against some very seasoned horses there, Ripped and a number of others. But he's done a good job, couple of $100,000 in the locker. Breeders' Challenge, final winner at 3. And plenty more to come. One of these elite athletes of Lose that'll just continue his climb through the grades, and know it will be I think he'll be a Grand Circuit horse down the road.
Yep, absolutely, and it's great to see young trainers having a go, getting a go, and then having a go. I think it's pretty bloody cool, actually. Hughesy, we highlighted Lather Up. We highlighted him with Johnny Lincoln. This filly is back here somewhere. I think that's her just there, above there. But this is a filly called Sparkling Sea. She's only been beaten twice, Hughesy. She's something special, this filly, and the speed. The closing speed, look at her, that's her, the widest horse now. She's just got electrifying speed.
She has. She's a serious filly, and this is career start number 7 on Saturday night for win number 5 in the Wraith Memorial for the fillies at Menangle. Time-honoured race for the girls in that part of the world. A lot of nice horses have won that race, but she extended, mate. She was second last of the quarter, and she came away to win by over a length. 51 flat, beautiful filly. And we've always spoken about what straight gun barrel speed that Lather Up delivers in his progeny. Well, there's the example right there. So, look, she's a very, very, very well-related filly. A lot of upside to her. She pushed through the $100,000 earnings on Saturday night with that win, and onwards for her, I dare say, probably to Bathurst in the next couple of weeks, and the New South Wales Oaks in May. But one of about 4 or 5 winners for Lather Up in the last 7 days down under.
Usually teased Cam before about these low down slow-mo footage that they have, and you can see her, look at her there, gun barrel straight, doesn't wear a head check. Beautiful action, not filling her hobbles, and she's just accelerating through there and doing it easy. And Hollywood Hewitt just sat back and smiled for the camera. And it's nice when it's that easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. And look, another little great little race for us as well. Seaside second betters to like the 1, 2, 3 in that feature.
Yep, absolutely. We had Soho Gunslinger win. I told you I turned it off onto silent. We had Soho Gunslinger win for American Ideal. Hughes, you and I were talking there before about the sales yesterday. 2 of the 3 were sold for terrific money. Interestingly enough, one bought by Mick Stanley, who's had a huge run with American Ideal as well, and it's great to see him just continuing to get good winners.
No, he just week in, week out, mate. He continues to get the job done, and a couple of good sales for him yesterday at the APG at Warwick Farm. So a couple of lots bringing both north of 40 grand. So and they were terrific types as well. So
look at that time there, 50.6. He's a lovely horse, Soho Gunslinger. I think he won a 2-year-old back. Yeah, so he's had 7. Look at that, 14 starts, 7 wins. He's all or nothing. But he is a very, very nice horse, and I'm sure the team have got some really big plans for that horse going forward. So, And Wyatt joins us. We've got a guest host happening here as well. So,
Knows the stuff.
Right, boys. Which way are we going to go, Hughes? Are we going to go to the Derby? No, we'll go to the Derby. We've got to pay respect for the absolute superstar. But Hollywood Strip, he is a rising star. He's now 8 from 8, and continues just to dominate these races, and sat parked, Husey, and just breathtaking, isn't he?
Yeah, just a very high cruising speed. There's a lot of hustle early in this race, which probably suited him. He just worked his way to the chair and just put them to the sword from the furlong onwards. And beautiful big striding animal. 8 starts for 8 wins, multiple Group 1 winner now, and got the world at his feet. He'll be at Bathurst as well in the coming weeks. And shout out to Mick Boots, who owns him, but more importantly to the breeders, the Howe family at Wagga. Sold his younger brother at the sales last week, a couple of weeks ago, for 160,000.
Yep.
He's an elite animal, Hollywood Stride, and on Saturday night, he proved he's probably the best 3-year-old in Australia.
Cammy's horse you guys wouldn't have seen a lot of. The Derby this year was run over the short, mate, so that made a bit of a difference, but he's an exciting horse. He could end up over there for a couple of those 3-year-old races at the end of the year, though, those slot races. Anyone looking for a slot holder, they'd be crazy not to be talking to Bootsy and that to try and get this horse over there. I would have thought anyway, Cam.
Oh, like I said, I haven't had too much to do with this horse, and obviously watched him the other night, and just the sheer kind of size of him, drawing outside the gate over a mile and something like that's pretty tough because they're always going to roll, which they did. And look, he probably looked a little flat kind of halfway down the straight, but then the last kind of 150, he just picked it up and absolutely dropped them. So very, very impressive run. And look, I think he's a sweet loo out of a sports rider mare. So I've got plenty of time for sports rider as a brood mare, so I always have. And it's really nice that kind of cross is working. So very exciting.
Bang Bang Molly's only had 5 live foals now, only the one that was sold the other day. He was the 5th foal. 3 of these progeny are all sweet loos. You've got him, you've got Hughes, you're gonna have to help me out. Small Tees is one. I am cheating. I've just about got it up. And Kabang actually was the other horse. So, the other winner out of that family was by $1 Million Cam. She's 100% producer. Just doing an amazing job. And unfortunately for the connections, I think they missed this year going back to Sweet Lou Husey. They did try right up to the death nail, didn't they? Yeah,
we tried for an embryo towards the end of the season. It didn't take. So yeah.
No, so unfortunately, but yeah, very exciting horse. And any of my Kiwi viewers that are watching this follow this horse. He's excitement. He's like a Millwood Nike, I would say, going back a few years ago. But he could be anything, and hopefully they take him to New Zealand, so the Kiwis get to see him firsthand. And yeah, he'll go pretty bloody awesome over there, I must admit. So, Cam,
I was telling him from before he was only 0.7 slower than the Miracle Mile win on Saturday night, Hollywood Strike.
Yeah.
Puts it into perspective a little bit. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll do this for my Kiwi viewers that may or may not, deep dive too much into here. So he's broken his little trait. So he went 49.8 last start. His 3 runs this time, he's hit 50. He hasn't gone out 50 and a half. He had a trial. That was a soft trial at 54 because he's got another trial here where he's got a 50 next to his name. Have a look at these next 3 runs at Menangle. He's always gone 50. He hasn't gone 51. That's just ridiculous. His first start at Wagga, he went 54-1. This is American. They're American times this horse is running. He's phenomenal. He has a little quirk in his gait where he just ducks in at the top of the lane. It doesn't matter, Cam, if it's at Wagga or Menangle. He does have that little quirk. Doesn't slow him down. That's for sure. Brad just seems to check him, straighten him, and push, off he goes. So,
like I said, what's probably so good, I think, again, the size. Like, people get put off by size, but look at this horse.
Yep. No, I know there was some pretty keen bidding on his brother last year, who's not quite the same as him, but very, very impressive horse. And good luck to everyone that's involved with that as well. And I know the Howes are thoroughly enjoying it, so which is what we want. All right, Cam, I'm going to start with you, mate. I'll let you get the superlatives out. I presume you watched the Miracle Mile, and I'm going to let this one play in its entirety, so you both got plenty of time to talk, because this was some race and won by just an absolute brute in Leap to Fame, Cam. He's just something special, this horse, isn't he? He's just unbelievable.
Oh, like I said, he went through that little bit of a flat spot, I don't know, 6 months ago, I thought, but he still was so competitive. And look, he's just been driving. They've been driving him pretty hard. He's been drawing kind of to sit in the death each kind of start, and he keeps doing it. And there's no mean feat beating his brother when he gets to the front. You know, he's a very, very good horse, and 3 wide for 800 in a race like this just shows how much heart this horse has got, especially getting that little bit older now. The legs aren't what they probably used to be, but honestly, just the most incredible horse we've ever seen in this part of the world, and it's going to take a very, very good horse to be better than him, I think.
I will challenge you. I reckon he's probably going as good as he's ever gone. Don't worry about his old legs, Hughesy. They don't seem to fail him at all. He just gets tougher and tougher, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's a war horse, but he's a brutal, high-speed horse that just punishes his opposition. He was 3 wide for the first 600 there in the Miracle Mile.
And Cam Hart only got one. Cam's only got one thing in mind here: run him off his legs, and he'll beat him. Cam's saying, "I'm on the second toughest horse, maybe the toughest horse in this race." He said, "I'm just going to run you off your legs." And Cam must have been thinking, "What the hell?" here in a minute when he just gets up and eyeballs him.
He does, and like younger brother sidles up outside him, and gets into that bottomless pit of energy that he's got. His heart, his lungs. The better's the light heart, and the better's the light lungs, mate. That's what he leaves in him. And they had every conceivable chance to beat him on Saturday night in every facet. Every horse had every chance, and they still couldn't do it. No horse in that race, or no horse anywhere in the world, could do the work he did Saturday night. He's clearly the best horse in the world, and has been for nearly 2 years.
I'd agree with that. He's probably his whole career, and I think I'm just going to scrub this back to about here. If you watch the widest horse here, the Janitor, and I think even Grant was a little bit worried. The speed that the Janitor puts in here in a minute, it looks like he's just going to stride straight past him. And Grant has a look, and I think he's thinking, Jesus. And Larry says, "Oh, I can see that one. I'll just go harder." It's just ridiculous. I know that there's a lot of talk that Captain's Mistress was unlucky and couldn't get out, but it's been beaten a length and a bit off his back. I know it wasn't hard driven, but it didn't finish hard up on his back. I think everyone had their opportunity to beat him, and no show at all. And he is just something to behold. And son of the superstar. Everyone says he can't leave a sire better's delight, but I tell you what, he can leave a bloody horse. So I can't see why he can't. Who knows what this bloke will be able to do going forward. Neither of you guys.
You're right. Like I said, no, you're right. He's certainly the last few runs he's had are just so incredible. Not that any of his runs are to be shame in his life, but no, very incredible feat. And you're right. The janitor, he went massive the week before, and he went huge again, coming kind of last on the outside, and good for the Queenslanders. Get all the cash back there, which is nice. So good on them.
Oh, I think they do an awesome job, the Queenslanders, Hughesy, over the journey. They've always had nice horses. The Janitor, obviously, a Kiwi horse as well. And no, don't make any mistakes. The Janitor's a serious horse. But I'm not knocking the Janitor. I think it was just Larry said, "Bugger you, you're not going past me." There's no chance of it. So,
yeah, it was just like that, So that's the way he's raced. The Janitor was super, but the winner was just way too good. 66 wins, made 5.9 million, nearly in the locker for him. More to come. And in my opinion, probably the best horse I've seen since Christian Cullen, no doubt.
Yep, I can tell you right now, Cam Bray will still attest to this. We were two of the luckiest blokes ever to see that horse go around Tamworth, because to think that horse went around Tamworth just beggars belief. But, geez, it was a great day to watch. It was a Breeders' Challenge race very early on in his career, actually, and I do remember Robbie Morris telling us afterwards. He said, Grant was a bit funny. He thought he was a bit disappointing. I'm going to see where it is. And Robbie laughed at him. He said, "You're joking, aren't you? You've gone 54-3 around Tamworth. Horses don't do that around Tamworth." So, yeah. So he sat parked on that occasion and went 54-3. And the poor little horse that ran second, I don't think he really was able to recapture too much form at all after that. Teddy Disco. Tim's a Trooper ran third. That's who Robbie drove. But yeah, poor old Teddy Disco ran the race of his life, ran into a half neck. Geez, you'd put that one on the mantelpiece, I can tell you that. But he ended up winning 15 races, Teddy, but wasn't the same horse after Larry destroyed him, basically. So yeah.
Probably broke his heart that day. Just another thing as well, we had the final positive test for Leap to Fame's mother. Lettuce Reasons got a positive to Bettor's Delight and was signed off on last week. So full baby bro or full baby sister to him coming down the road this year, sorry.
Serious?
Yep.
Gee, there'll be a lot of people looking at that horse.
And you can see why people are on these families. Like last week, there was a sweet little half sister to Leap to Fame that sold a Bettor's colt for 110,000. So it's a family that just keeps giving. The 2-year-old by American Ideal, it's a half to Larry. She reappears tomorrow at Menangle. She's 2 starts for 2 wins, mate. It's a family that just gives.
What race is that in? Just for the record, too, Teddy Disco won 15 races. He only won 4. After meeting Larry. He won his next start, but after that it was slim picking for him for a while. The poor bugger. So I'll find that horse while I'm talking to you. This is a random show today, but that's okay. We haven't even done any drive-bys. There'll be people sitting here ready to watch for our drive-bys, Husey.
Oh, no, look, I feel that, it's been a very successful month since we're on air, so I'll save the drive-bys for down the road when we're feeling a little bit grumpy, mate. So, yeah.
I think well done to everyone. We probably Jackie Gibson as well, the Now IC colt, the Bettor's Delight Now IC colt doing something different. That was an embryo transfer, actually going to your part of the world, Cam. It's made the trip across to New Zealand. Lovely colt too. So, he was a beautiful colt. There were so many lovely horses out there this year. It's terrific. I've probably forgotten a few. We're going to go right back to Tassie, Hughesy. Have we done a show since Tassie at all or not?
No, I don't think so. I think we just sort of parked the bus then. So we did a couple in January and then Tassie, and then you know what it's like. There's a sale literally every week, and everybody's doing their thing. I actually counted up. We've had our size of sold yearlings over 30. I think 32 yearlings that have made over 100,000 so far this selling season. Yeah. That includes horses that have made 200. So
what was
quite a remarkable achievement for us through New Zealand and Australia so far. And I'm tipping there might be 1 or 2 more to come.
What was the stat out of Perth?
Sorry, mate?
Out of Perth, what were you? The top 10?
The top 10 by our size.
It was the top 10.
Was the top 10. 10 out of 11. Rock and Roll haven't had number 10. 6 out of the top 10 at Nutrient in Sydney, and the top 2, top filly and top colt yesterday in Sydney as well. For APG, we topped Melbourne APG, topped Tassie Nutrient. So very, very successful selling seasons, and to all those that love us and believe in us, thanks for supporting us.
No, absolutely. All right, boys, thank you. get in touch with the team at Woodlands Stud. The yearlings, there'll be weanling time, I suppose, now. Cam, the Tony and those guys will be busy. He'll at least get a bit of time back out on the golf course. How's your golf game going, mate?
Golf's been pretty good, actually. I was down in Queenstown last week, just tripping around, enjoying a bit of sun. So that was good.
You weren't,
golf's good.
You weren't there last night? Yeah, today. That's not where you disappeared to?
No. Andrew's been down today. I just had to catch up with the big boss. So he's been at Hokitika Wild Food Festival with Martin Pearson. Who would have thought? There you go.
Oh God, there's a double. There's a good double.
What a duo!
Absolutely.
Right. We'll leave that one.
That's a drive-by, isn't it?
That's not a drive-by. It's a gospel. But wow. What did you say that 3-year-old's name was, Husey? I can't find it at the minute.
Oh, it's had 2 starts with 2 wins, mate. Something senses, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, senses. Right. Yeah, there it is. There. It's going around in the bestinbeds.com.au at 9 minutes to 4. So, so going through there for David Thorne and Will Rickson. So, yeah, we can't be going to Bathurst because Bathurst is next week. It's a short backup it's this week. Bathurst is this week, actually.
Bathurst, Phillies, the 2-year-olds start on Friday, don't they? The girl, Wednesday for the girls. Sorry.
Wednesday, yeah. So the tiara heats are out. So make sure you keep an eye. Anyone that likes their juveniles, you're going to hate this because look at this. All the first starters, you're going to have to go through them all, start looking at their breeding. Oh, that's no good for me. I can tell you. Look at them. I hate that. All 2-year-olds. So there's 5 races. So yeah, new man in charge at Bathurst too. So good luck to our mate Joel Husey. I will be catching up with him on Friday. So going to be a lot of fun. That's for sure.
No, good man, Joel. Good man.
Yes, indeed. Right. All right, boys. Thank you. Thank you very much, Woodlands winners. We will keep bringing it on. We might go down one man from time to time and just have a little bit of fun, highlight some of the winners, but keep an eye out for them. As we said, Sudsy Lather Up's doing an awesome job. That 2-year-old, he was, what his name was, Cam, the Luton winner? Lather Me Up. I reckon
good.
They must put that one in straight away, jacket and painting. I would say they must have bought the horse and said, that's his name, Lather Me Up. That's so right. Anyway, but he's a nice horse, actually. It was a very, very impressive win, especially his last 50. So, horse of the future. So plenty of winners there. But, boys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Colin.